Hello everyone, welcome to the BIM Skills Academy. In today's session, we will understand Revit in just 10 minutes. So let's start. When you open Revit, like I'm using Revit 2025, on the left side you will see models where you can create a new project and you can open any existing one. Below that, you're getting option for opening the families and to create new families. So families are building blocks of the project. Using families only we are creating the project. And below that again you will find the recent projects. Okay. And then if you filter out, you'll get I'm getting the mix of families and projects here. You can check out, we have one terracotta tile. Okay. Also we have the projects. So here you will get mix of projects and families. To start with a new project, you can click on new and then you need to choose one template here. If you are developing architectural, then you need to choose architecture template. If you are developing structural, then you need to choose structure template. But it depends. Sometimes if you're working with any client, like maybe for any like business type of client, so they will give you one template. So you need to use that. At the time you can click on browse and use the template. Right now we are using default templates, architectural, and using this one we will create one new project. Just click here OK. Now as per the architecture template, one new project environment will be created. On the left side you will see the properties, on the right side you will see the project browser. Okay, in the project browser you will see the floor plan, ceiling plan, 3D views, elevations, quantities, etc. Now to start with a simple, let's say ground floor house, you will go to elevation, then you can go to any elevation. For example, I will open south elevation. You can check the floor height, we have 4 meter. If you want to keep 3 meter, you can just click and add 3000. But before that, you can press UN and check what is the unit you are following. So in this template, we have unit, that is mm. So that's why I just added 3000 mm. Okay. Now you can rename this one, just double click. You can rename this as ground floor, enter. So now when you enter, you will get the option, would you like to rename corresponding views? So you can say yes. Then the next one you can change to first floor, enter. So you can just change to first floor. Okay. Or if it is a roof floor, then you can double click and change this one to roof floor or roof level. You can change it. Now as you're changing the level names here, on the right side also you can check out the level view names also got changed. Now you can double click and open the ground floor. Simply if you want to start project without any location, you can go to wall, you can choose architecture wall, but again you can check out what is the type of wall. So we duplicate and we change the properties. I'll select a wall and then use like line tool. You can check out what is the shape, but before adding the element, you can check here the location line for wall, you can choose exterior, and base constraint is ground floor, top constraint you can choose roof floor, total height of the wall you can check out 3 meter. So now you can just create any, for example, plan. Okay. If this is your plan, we can just add it. Now if you want to place the door, you can go to again architecture, then click on door. So there are some default doors are available. You can choose this one, place one door, maybe second door. If you have any other type of doors, we can place it here. And then in between, if we have any wall, we can again go to wall architecture and I can place one more wall here. Okay. If same wall, if you want to continue this side, we can place, for example. Now if you go to 3D, okay, you will get this kind of model. You can select the levels and press EH for element height. So now again go back to ground floor. If you want to place some furnitures, you can click on component and place some furnitures. Now if you want to place the roof, you can click on roof. You have several methods to model. We can choose roof by footprint, and then it says lowest level notice because we are there in ground floor. So it says like you have created the roof on lowest level, would you like to move it to? So we want to definitely move it to roof floor. So we can just click here OK and then use the line. So if you want to take certain offset, we can use pick line option and select the offset 300 mm, enter, and then keep the cursor here. then click again. Now press tab key, you see, click. So all the lines will be added. Everywhere you are getting the slope, that's why you see this triangle. And if you click on line, you're getting 30-degree slope. Now just click here to finish. Go to 3D, you see you got one roof. And later if you want to change this roof, you can select and replace the roof with different types maybe. And then you can keep the cursor, press tab key, click, you will be able to select all the walls. Then you have option here attached to top. So we can click and select the roof. So all the walls will be attached to the roof here. So in this way, like you will be able to model element. Like again, now I'll go to ground floor. If you want to place some windows, you can click on window. The shortcut for window you can check out, it's WN. So we can just click to place wherever we require any windows. For example, somewhere here, here, again this side, this side. Now go to 3D and check, you place the windows here. But whenever you are placing the window, you can select and press SA. SA is for select all instances. You see, window you placed at ground level and sill height you are having at 1200. If you want to keep window at 1000, you can just select and then add 1000 and enter. So you will be able to reduce the sill height. Okay. So in this way, you will be able to place multiple elements and complete one model by adding more elements again, like components, column, roof, ceiling, etc.